We're back.
So first, what they said, teachers have to get a second summer job, but those are usually low paying because they can't keep it for the whole year. For example, my aunt, she worked at a shave ice place at the pool over the summer because she works at a traditional school. And teachers, if they have a multi-track system and they stay on during those breaks, they would actually get paid more. So that will be added. And 56% of students are on a free or reduced lunch. And if they don't, that means they may not be able to get what they need at home. And if they can't retain the information they learned at school over the summer. So, but if they're off for a shorter amount of time, they'll lose less and they will be able to remember it because they get that lunch those meals at school. And coming off of that, they do retain more. A study showed by using a year-round school system, students gained 10.5% in math by the end of the year in a year-round school compared to the 7.1% in traditional. And reading, they gained 10.52% at year's end compared to the 8.91% for traditional schools. And dropouts are actually decreasing with the year-round school system. 2% of students will drop out with the year-round school system compared to a 5% in traditional. And it makes them more likely to get a job and do well in life, which consequently will benefit the economy. And the less privileged, because as some people come from a less fortunate area, they may not be able to catch up on what they need with a tutor over the summer. But students can, if they choose, go to school to catch up so they don't lose the class and get behind. Whereas well-off kids can get a tutor over the summer and they'll be just fine.
One of the main concerns about year-round schooling is how it affects the students and their parents. As Nandika said, they go by a 15-day schedule where they go to school for 45 days and then have 15 days for break. But what are the students supposed to be doing during their break if it isn't a holiday? Most parents have to pay extra money for their children to be taken care of while they're on break because it isn't a holiday. And unlike our school's summer break, it is hard to find camps to send their children to.
Well, actually, a lot of year-round schooling offers classes for the kids to take over those 2 breaks, so they wouldn't have to worry about babysitting. And they're fun classes.
Do you know if they're paid for?
What do you mean? Yeah, they're like provided by the school.
If a parent wanted to spend time with their child during the student's break, they would have to take time off their work, which will affect their salary at the end of the month. Another concern is that most schools split their students into different groups to reduce overcrowding so that one group is on break while the other group is still in school. This can affect a student's social life, family relationships, and vacations. Yes.
Well, usually they put people in the same family together and grade levels together. So, I mean, we're not really interacting with 6th graders.
There's only a 1-week difference between the school years, so the students' friendships could be at risk if their friends are on different track schedules because the breaks aren't at the same time. Also, if a student has a friend that is on the same schedule as them, it would be hard for them to hang out over the break because who is supposed to take the places if their parents aren't at work? The relationship, family relationships. The relationships within a family can also be affected dramatically because, for example, a family has 2 children, but each of those children go to year-round schools and are on different track schedules. The parents would have to be constantly picking up and dropping off their kids, which could interfere with quality family time. Even if a parent chose to stay home with their children during the break, they couldn't stay off long because with both kids, work breaks don't last a month. Using the same example from my previous point, let's apply it to family vacations. One child is on break while the other is not. How are families supposed to plan their vacations? Most people don't go on vacation for more than a week, so one of the children would be missing school for a week while the other isn't. And unlike regular schools, they don't have summer breaks where you could go for longer than 2 weeks if you did. Yes. class?
Well, like I said again, families are usually on the same break, and also they would actually be like economically easier. Like if we go to Disney World over spring break, there's a lot of people because everyone is there. But with this kind of system, you could go when not a lot of other people are there, so tickets won't be as expensive, and there will be less people there.
All right, second speaker is done, so evaluate that, 50 seconds when you can.